Hi everyone, it's the Dulcet Tones himself here. Just wanted to give a little disclaimer before we start the podcast. My room, which is where I record, is currently being renovated, so if you hear some more echo, I've got a little bit less mic quality, stuff like that. Very sorry. Hopefully it should be fixed in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. But please, still do enjoy the podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Technically Speaking podcast. I am your host Ethan. I'm joined as always by the dulcet tones of Mr. Shea.
Hello everybody.
And it's a lot of big news today.
Yeah.
So we've actually delayed the recording of this podcast because it is Prime Day today. The Nothing Phone 2 has been released. So a lot of tech news. And then on top of that, we're going to talk a little bit about Thread, which is like Meta's answer to the new Twitter since Elon messed it up.
Yeah.
So, will we get right into it?
That we shall.
So, the Nothing Phone 2 keynote released today. Have you had a chance to watch it, Shay?
I did. I actually watched it live. I watched the premiere as it was out on YouTube at 4 p.m. BST.
Oh, did you? I didn't have a chance. I had to tune in later. But I have to say, it's definitely a unique keynote this time round.
Yeah.
It's filmed like a... I don't know, I've never really watched Casey Neistat, but I think it's like it's meant to be his like style of video, isn't it? Because he's one of the investors. I
genuinely don't know. I haven't watched Casey Neistat in probably 6 or 7 years.
Yeah. I think it's designed because he was showing Carl how to vlog and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was unique. Took a while to get to the actual phone specs.
It did a bit, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but like it was entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's not like roll upon roll of stuff we don't really.
As the nothing business is about, it was fun.
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was a bit of fun.
But will we get into the meat and gritty of the actual phone?
Oh yes, please.
So what's your opinion on it?
I think it looks. Now you're more the phone person, so specs wise, I was looking at it going. Sounds good, but I don't know what it means. Looks wise, I love it. I love the look of it. The glyphs look amazing.
Yeah.
The one that really caught my eye was the Uber tracking. Whenever you get an Uber, and the back of your phone tells you how far away it is with the glyphs. I thought that was amazing. The timers, all that, fantastic. I love it. Yeah.
So they're actually working with a lot more companies to get partnerships to do things like that. Right now there's Uber and one other, but the Uber one is probably the most handy. Do you know when it, like, because it would be handy to know, like, say, whenever your food was going to come.
Exactly, yeah, for Uber Eats. That's the first thing that came to my mind because I'm fat.
Yeah, get that read. Specs wise, has a fantastic camera. It's opting for a double display rather than the triple that we see with most flagship cameras. It's operating. I actually took a note of this. They say it is the trusted Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Yeah, the trusted. Yeah. Which is a way of saying it's last year's flagship processor.
Yeah, it's a fancy way of saying it's last year's.
Yeah,
but we know it works.
It's still good. It's the same as like an S22. That's the same processor used in an S22. To compare it, you'd probably be better off getting a Nothing phone over an S22. So I think it's a win because they're not going for that ultra premium. We are the best of the best.
Yeah.
What I liked was it is more of a focus on software. As I'm a very big fan of, I think good software can make up a lot more for bad hardware.
Yes, absolutely.
Than good hardware can make up for bad software. Sony's been proving this for years.
Yeah.
I discovered today apparently it's like nearly impossible to turn a hotspot on a Sony phone.
Oh really?
Yeah. But it's one of them things. Software, we won't really know what it's like until we're actually using it. I think the monochromatic scheme is good and it fits into their minimalist aesthetic.
Whenever they showed that off, you know me, I'm not the biggest minimalist. I like how it looks, but I could take it or leave it. But their OS, the home screen looked amazing. Being able to change all the stuff, take the search bar off, have it monochromatic, the red, white and the black. I love that. I absolutely love that.
You could do that to normal Android shit.
I know, but I can't be bothered.
Yeah, it's freeloader. It's freeloader, I guess.
Exactly. It's way less hassle.
There is actually one of the first pictures they released. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but it looked like a red switch. And it was, it was just that part of the phone, but they still haven't explained what it's for.
Right.
And if they have, I haven't seen it anywhere.
I never heard mention.
Yeah, so still curious about that. I like that they've moved the camera into the middle now.
Yes.
They've stuck with the slim bezels that are equal on all sides, makes such a bit of difference. They've rounded the glass a bit, which apart everyone that holds it has said it feels really premium, which is what you want. It feels really good. The phone one, I have to say, it was a wee bit sharp in the hands. With the sharp corners around the edges with the flat was like not wrong, but I'm used to an iPhone, so I was used to that ergonomics.
Yeah, they refined it a bit for the Nothing phone too.
I like that they're splitting up their glyphs. They have so many more mini LEDs in them now. I think it's looking good. It's looking good. I will reserve judgment until such times as I have a play about with one. Yeah,
that's the real test, isn't it? Whenever you actually have it in your hand and you can tell what's good and what isn't. Especially
software-wise. Like, the camera looks unreal.
Yeah.
The hardware it's excellent hardware. The design is amazing. I love the new grey colour. I'm a big fan of space grey. There's a reason my car's space grey. Big fan. So I'm really excited to see what actually get my hands on them now.
Yeah, it looks like a very interesting phone. I've genuinely watching it. I was like, okay, no, I could get behind that.
Yeah, I think its main challenge will be getting, taking the place of Oppo, probably, I think.
Yeah.
But I love that they said straight away at the start, we are not a brand for the masses.
Yeah.
We're not trying to target the masses. We're looking for our people. This is what our people want.
Yeah. No, I absolutely
Now it just so happens that I am one of those people. But I like that there's a theme with everything they do. So everything is sticking to that black right with a splash of red.
Yep.
The phones are monochromatic, really. There's a red camera light so that people know when they're being recorded by you, which is actually really good. More phones should have that.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
The glyphs stand out and they give a black and white sort of vibe to it. I think I would go for the black just to make the glyphs stand out a bit more, because if you're going to go for it.
Yeah,
the grey now.
You want to try and accentuate it a bit.
Yeah, and I love the minimalist themed. And I like that they have upped the price. So they have from the first phone. So you have the figures there, don't you?
Yes, I do. So for the minimum, it's 8 plus 125 gigs is £579.
More than enough for most people.
Yep, damn right. The mid-tier, which is 12 plus 256 gigs, is £629. And the top tier, 12 plus 512 gigs, £699.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'll ever need that much storage on a phone.
Yeah, that much storage normally comes with an over £1,000 price bracket. It is a jump up from last year. So last year they were $399.
Yeah, okay.
So, Great British pounds. But I think they've justified why that is happening.
I would say so. Yeah, no, I would agree. I think that it's worth the price jump. All the stuff they've done to improve it to the Nothing Phone 2, I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, especially because they didn't actually make a profit on the phone one, according to Carl Pay.
Right.
They just broke even on each phone just to make a market, introduce themselves to the market.
Yeah. Okay.
So I assume now they're actually making a profit. So I think it's justified, although a lot of the updates does seem to be software-wise. And at the end of the day, the Nothing Phone One will probably get that software anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Of Nothing OS 2. Which is kind of... So, But I think the faster processor, it's now a next-gen processor. Actually, I want to have a look. Samsung S22 to see how much we're talking for one of them. For a Samsung starts at, for 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes, starts at £699.
So the cheapest Samsung S22 is the same price as the dearest Nothing Phone 2.
Yes, and as I said, spec-wise, it's probably looking a bit better than an S22. Now, that is Samsung's last year's model.
Yeah.
But still, it's still a solid phone.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And software-wise, I've already said that my preference for software is towards the Nothing rather than the Samsung, because I just feel it's a wee bit cluttered.
Yeah.
So I think it is an amazing buy.
I'd agree with you. It looks fantastic. But as you said, we can't say yay or nay until we have it in our hands.
Yeah, we need our grubby little mitts on them.
Oh, yeah. Ethan, it's Prime Day.
Prime Day.
Prime Day. That's
I feel like
right.
we need that. Do you know the song that's like, it's Christmas, it's Prime Day.
It's Prime Day.
It's Jeff's birthday.
Oh, it's Jeff Bezos' birthday, probably, somewhere in some universe. But yes, Prime Day, it's here. So many deals. So many deals.
I've been posting already.
I saw.
Yeah, there's so many. When it comes to smart tech, loads of Miro stuff is on sale right now. Normally running in the £50 down to 30. That's your best smart home plugs, power strips, anything like that, which is the core foundation of a smart home. Speaking of smart home, you could set up the whole thing for less than £50. My entire setup right now is less than £50 because you get an Echo Dot and the cable I have for about £56, give or take. That's
amazing.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, so that's my entire desk stuff.
You love it. Loving a Prime Day, me.
Have you spotted any interesting deals?
If you're looking to build a PC at the moment, if you're looking for cheap PC parts, good PC parts, Prime Day is your baby. Straight up. Crucial M.2, 5 gigs a second. You're looking 2 terabytes at £78. It was almost £200.
Yeah.
60% off. It's insane. If you want, for some reason, because why wouldn't you, the 4 terabyte drive for £156, that was £444. It's insane the deals you can get on Prime Day. If you're building a gaming PC or any PC at that point, you're saving. You're looking at half price. Basically, if you're spending $2,000 on a PC normally, you get it for £1,000.
Yeah, especially if you're building it yourself, because you're getting that discount at each part rather than just one overall.
Exactly, yeah.
Speaking of the Nothing Phone, the Nothing Phone 2 is also on sale.
Already?
Sorry, the Nothing Phone 1.
Oh, okay. My God.
I
was very confused.
They must be trying to clear stock because it's £289 and 99p at the moment for the base model, and that's, it's, as I say, it'll probably get all the software updates that the Phone 2 is getting. You're just missing out on the faster chip, but a lot of people probably don't need that. That was their brand tag last year. They don't need the faster chip, so
I mean, that's a very good deal.
Yeah, if you just can't wait. Or, Shay, the Pixel 7, the little baby brother of yours.
Yes.
Some say it is the better value one.
Uh-huh.
Because it's basically exactly the same except for a telephoto lens that's slightly smaller.
Yeah.
Is £445 right now.
Oh, that's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. That's a bargain.
And for all the uni students out there, now is the time to get you an iPad with an Apple Pencil, with the first generation Apple Pencil and the iPad 9th gen coming in to just under £400.
I knew you'd bring that up.
It's so good.
I knew you couldn't resist.
It's so good. But, like, it is actually excellent. Like, you're able to take all your notes. You can watch all of your sitcoms, your series. We watch your movies, FaceTime back home. You can even write your assignments on them. Such great value, and you don't need the higher spec ones because it's the same software.
Amazing. Love it.
Unless you're a digital artist.
Well. that's their problem.
As I said before, the Echo Dot 5th generation is the one that I have. It is only $21.99 at the minute, being 60% off. Oh. So as I said, you can get my entire smart desk setup where I can individually turn on each monitor, each light, each PC. Well, I only have one PC, but you can have that for literally less, just over £50.
Amazing.
Less than 60. And then also some deals on AirPods, but to be honest, their AirPods Pro, I did put them on there, 60% off, making them just over £200. I would go for the classic AirPods, which is £99 at the minute. That's just your classic Gen 2 ones, because the Pros are set to get a facelift and add USB-C, so I would wait for the USB-C to come.
Yeah, wait for that to come out.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Prime Day, people.
So, but actually by the time this goes out, you've only half a Prime Day left, because it actually technically the last 2 days. So go and check out my Instagram just to see all the deals that I found. I'll probably do a couple more posts just before it's all over.
He won't resist. He'll post everything.
I've also picked up a Ninja air fryer for £169
on
Prime Day.
Bargain.
That's my Prime Day purchase. And I'll probably go and get some Miros smart tech.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think you'll purchase anything for the PC in Prime Day?
My PC's looking pretty good at the moment. I don't think my baby needs any upgrades for the moment.
What about for the renovations? Anything on Prime Day?
Well, Ethan, smart home may be coming into my life.
Oh, stay tuned.
Stay tuned, people.
Northern Ireland's most technologically inept man works a smart home. But anyway, Prime Day, great deals. Get on it. Even if you're not into tech, it's on everything.
Yeah, everything.
Get on it.
Kids' toys, Prime Day.
So, Shay.
Yes.
Have you heard of Thread?
I have heard of this thread. Everyone on Instagram seems to be posting about it. I have a Thread account. Go follow it there. I have no idea what it is.
It's Meta's answer to Twitter since Elon Musk kind of, took over Twitter, and it's kind of, fallen off a wee bit.
Right.
It's not as popular as it used to be.
Yeah.
Thread is starting to fill that gap in the market.
Okay, fair enough. I now know what Thread is.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty popular. Like a lot of, especially younger people, are getting on the Thread. Where I feel like Twitter's for like a lot more of a mature audience, where Thread is maybe like quite young from what I can see. Quite
Is it like
so far, like early 20s?
Is it like Facebook versus Instagram?
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Facebook was seen as for the older people, for your parents and stuff. Then Instagram came along and was like, oh, young people things, yes.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is.
Okay,
I would say like more like, yeah, probably that. Yeah. But I wanted to talk to you about the privacy agreement.
Oh, that's never a good thing. Why?
Do you remember Telly that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago?
I wish I didn't, but yes.
It's giving me Telly vibes. It's giving Telly.
Oh, that's not a good thing, Ethan.
So it needs to...
Should I be concerned?
Slightly.
Okay.
Do you have it downloaded?
No.
Then no.
Oh my god.
It needs to have access to pretty much all the data on your phone.
All of it?
Pretty much.
Oh.
Pretty much. From what I can see, I've seen like a couple of people like talking into it. The biggest one for me is it needs to know your location.
All of the time?
I think so. Because it's not like one of them ones, where like you first sighted it, it's like, where are you from? And you go, UK. It's precise location.
Yeah. Where you get to choose If
it's done through the settings of the phone, not you selecting.
Oh, right, okay. So right. We're not off to a good start.
Yeah, not ideal. And then I've seen a few people, because obviously Zuckerberg has not got a good track record.
No, he does not.
I've seen a couple of people share their concerns with Meta.
Right,
and
understandable.
With Meta, and they, for those who don't know, they are the developers of Thread. So I've seen a couple of concerned people talking about it and kind of worried about what they're doing with this data.
Yeah, why do you need access to everything about my life?
Yeah.
Just so I can post a thing on the internet?
Probably most people won't view anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a fan of that.
So some other alarming pieces that it has to have access to. It wants access to the sensitive health data on your phone. Right,
okay. Interesting.
Why?
Exactly what I was going to ask, actually. That's interesting, that. Why do you need to know about my heart and my lungs?
Why do you need to know my step counter? Hey, Mark.
What? Why? You already know my favourite cloud formation. Why do you need to know how many steps I've taken in a day?
What is your favourite cloud formation?
I don't know. But he probably knows it. He probably knows it. I don't.
Mine is a cumulonimbus.
Sweet as. Excuse you.
I don't think I pronounced that right, but that's the geography GCSE coming out. Another is it's actually not enabled in the EU as of yet because they're asking why does it need all of this data to be able to?
Yeah, I would be.
So it's alarming because the EU are normally quite good when it comes to tech.
Yeah.
Making iPhone go to the USB-C.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting them for saying, you can't have USB-C be limited. It has to be fully operational no matter what USB-C it is.
Yeah, they're quite good at putting their foot down whenever it comes to certain things.
Yeah, and they might have the right idea.
Yeah, I think with this one, I think I agree with them.
And quite alarming. You know how you made the comparison, Instagram to Facebook, and I said it's like that for Twitter.
Yeah.
And how it's a lot younger audience, which probably has an Instagram.
Yeah.
You can't delete your Thread account without also deleting your Instagram account.
I'll ask it again. Why? Why is that a thing? Why?
Because Big Mark needs your data.
Big Mark needs how many breaths I've taken in a day apparently.
He needs to know your heart rate.
He needs to know my resting heart rate and my working out heart rate.
Before and after dinner.
Jeez.
Before and after you've eaten. He needs to make sure you're healthy. He's just concerned about you.
He's just concerned about everyone's health. That's what it is.
Yeah, he's just gonna... You're just going to get a polite notification saying you haven't done your 10,000 steps today, Brenda. What are you playing at? What now, Brenda? I'm going to turn Facebook off until you get up and do your 10,000 steps.
I'm turning your Candy Crush off until you get off that sofa.
He's actually just a really nice guy.
Partly so.
But joking aside, I think it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone in the world who doesn't think that's ridiculous. Apart from Mark, probably.
Yeah, he probably is. That's quite reasonable.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. It's baffling to the mind.
Yeah, having access to basically everything in your life that you do online, not a fan. Not being able to delete your account unless you also delete your Instagram. That doesn't even make any sense. I know it's the same company who makes Instagram also makes Thread Meta, but
you could delete your Facebook and still have Instagram.
Yeah.
You could delete your Instagram and still have Facebook,
But does that also then work the other way, that you can still have a thread if you don't have an Instagram?
I don't know. I don't think there's many people that would have that way, right?
I know, but I'm just thinking, what if you actually try... I mean, it just doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Yeah. I don't get it. Hopefully the EU does put their foot down on this and go, stop.
We've had enough, Mark.
We've had enough, Mark.
We know you're concerned.
We're changing your lightning to USB-C and you can suck it up.
And also, Do you know, like when you set your phone up, you can say, "Oh, allow, don't allow to have this." You know, you set up an app. There's no way to use Thread without giving it every bit of information it asks for.
Oh, so you have to allow everything?
You have to. That's where it gives me telly vibes. Oh. You know how it was like, you have to let us do it, otherwise we're sending the...
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
We're taking the TV back.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. Not a fan of that.
Not a fan of. Needless to say, I won't have a Thread account. The Ethan's Tech page will not expand to Thread.
No, PZNSA and Chase Mini will not have a Thread account either.
No, I think I care too much about my personal data, and I don't think Mark needs to know.
It's the same reason why I don't have a telly TV.
I actually have 4.
Oh no, Ethan, you sold your soul.
It was a very nice day, mate.
I wouldn't be surprised if the next business transaction from Meta is buying telly TV. Look at all the juicy data. Nom, 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 nom.
Mark needs to know what you're watching. Is it health programs? He cares about you.
Brenda, stop sitting watching health programs. Get your steps.
Your steps.
Oh.
But yeah. So, if you want to know more about tele TV or haven't heard of it before, lucky for you, we have a previous podcast talking about it. I'm sure she can put like one of the wee eyes on YouTube up now. I will. I'll put it on the screen as well for anyone who wants to continue watching this. For the correct to the telly's a wee expander there, as we bring to the end of today's podcast. It's been an honour and a privilege. Well, we will be back next week. We will. We will always be back next week. Always. So, join us next week. I don't know what the talking points will be, but maybe I will have had my grubby little mitts on the Nothing Phone 2, and we'll have more to report on that. Oh, fingers crossed. Prime Day will unfortunately be over. Oh. And who knows, something might have happened with Thread in the EU by then, so we'll report on that. That we will. Stay tuned. Yeah, until that, you can find me on Instagram and this YouTube channel, mostly. That's pretty much the only places I post. Shay, where can they find you? They can find me on my YouTube channel in the link below. You can go to my tree thing and find... Linktree. Yeah, that's the one. Linktree. Not Thread. You won't find me on Thread. That's for sure. But you can find me on Instagram and you can find me on YouTube. Yeah, so until next week, follow our Thread accounts. No, don't do that. No. And remember, get your steps in. Mark's watching.